Okay, right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rukakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and to the Achiums who are out there pushing this truth for the edification of the body and the building of the church. To you, I salute. Okay, I want to do a brief lesson on the American dream. Okay, the death of the American dream. Okay, Dusty Rhodes was a famous American wrestler who was known as the American Dream. He was a popular, charismatic, flamboyant, okay, and very smooth with the words, okay. He was very impactful with his, you know, smooth talking and whatnot and slick and everything, all right. One of his greatest, and one of the greatest in his time, and still even today. Unfortunately, he died. Okay, some time ago, with all his charisma. Okay, and as this great wrestler, all right, was so popular. So is America, so great and popular, but now it is circling the drain. It is on its way out. Okay, death is inevitable. All right. The next precept first precept we're gonna go into is Ecclesiastes 3:1. For to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Okay, there's a time and purpose for everything under the heaven. Okay, there's a time and season for every purpose under the heaven. Okay, like there was a time and purpose, okay, for the American dream and America. There's also a time, there's a season. That season is ended. Okay, however, the younger of his two sons, he had two sons, has risen to stardom. Okay, ironically, he has called himself now, he has referred to himself as the American nightmare. From the American dream to the nightmare. Okay, so the dream has turned into a nightmare. And this is the state and fate of America. From dream to a nightmare. From the dream to a nightmare, okay? Which is typical of the fate of America, okay? AKA Babylon, all right? Babylon the Great, all right? Babylon 2.0. Today, from glory and majesty and power and might, okay, to a lesser or lower state of existence, okay? Babylon is circling the drain, okay? As goes Dusty Rhodes, the American dream, so goes America, Babylon, all right? The next precept we're going to go into is Luke 10 and 18. Luke 10 and 18, all right? Salakia, and it states, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven. I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven. This is a vision of John, okay? And this is not anything that happened in the past, like the Christian church has been, okay, making us to believe that this is something that happened in the beginning, okay? But this is future prophecy. So actually, this is happening today as we speak. This is the state and fate of America, all right? Circling the dream, all right? The next precept is Revelation 18:1 and 2. Revelation 18, okay? Verse 1 and 2, all right? And it states, and after these things, I saw another angel came down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Okay? And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, okay, is fallen, and become the habitation of devils, okay, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Babylon the Great, America the Great, okay, is fallen. This is the vision that Babylon, America, okay, Babylon 2.0 is fallen. All right, this is what the angel saw and is saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. The kingdom of Esau, okay, is down. All right, the dream is a nightmare. The dream has become a nightmare. The next precept we're going to go into is Isaiah 47 and 1. Isaiah 47 and 1. And it states, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldean, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, O America." Okay? Daughter of Esau, you shall no longer be called tender and delicate. Okay? Almighty. All right? Babylon is subdued, is under subjection, is being humbled. Okay? The weak, let the weak say, I am strong, and let the poor say, I am rich. Okay? Next precept is Psalm 137 and 8. Psalms 137 and 8. And it states, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee. Okay? Okay, as thou hast served us. So you should be rewarded as you have served us. And you didn't serve us well. Okay, you kick our, okay, lynchers, raped our mothers and whatnot. So happy should you be as thee rewarded thee, as you are rewarded, just as you served us. Okay? And that's going to be double. Okay? All right? So the destruction of Babylon, okay, for the mighty is being weakened, is being made weak. Okay? And Jeremiah 50 and 23 will attest to this. Jeremiah, we're going to go into Jeremiah 50 and 23. Salakia. 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder, okay, and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation, okay, among the nation? The hammer, this was the mighty, okay, this nation, its blessing was the sword. America, okay, was blessed with the sword. How was the hammer of the whole earth, okay, is being brought down, has been weakened, all right? How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How was Babylon become a desolation, all right? So it is circling the dream. Okay, the dream is dead. All right. The next precept is Ezekiel 30 and 23. Ezekiel 30 and 23. And it states, "And I will scatter the Egyptian among the nation and will disperse them through the countries." Okay? The Egyptian, the American, okay, the European, all right? I will scatter them among the nation. They should be scattered as Israel was scattered. Okay, the Most High scattered us, okay, to avoid us being destroyed and wiped out. But America will be scattered for their destruction. As Israel was scattered to avoid their destruction, Esau will be scattered for their extinction. Okay? The next precept is Isaiah 14 and 12. Okay? Isaiah 14 and 12. "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?" Okay, so how art thou fallen, O Lucifer? All right? How art thou fallen from thy lofty tower, O Esau? All right? You make your dwelling high among the rock and thing. You living in these, okay, skyscraper and whatnot. All right? How art you fall from grace? You have fallen from heaven. All right? You who weaken the nation. All right? The next precept we're going to go into is 2 Peter 1 and 19. 2 Peter 1:19. We're going to just wrap this up. All right? Very short lesson. All right? 2 Peter 1:19. And it states, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in dark place. Okay, until the day dawn, and the day star arise in your heart. Okay, take heed to this light. Okay, this gospel that is shining in dark in Esau dark kingdom in America. Okay, this light of this gospel is shining in America. Okay, bringing this kingdom to destruction. Okay, bringing its end, bringing America to its end, where Christianity that is dark and gloomy, okay, and is as light. Christianity is preached and portrayed as light, as righteousness, okay? But we are exposing them and showing their, okay, we're raising up the gang and showing the tithes and shit, showing their evil, all the wicked, okay? Because they have deceived the world with this, okay, Constantine Christianity, okay? Your dream, okay? Your dream is end, okay? You dreamers, wake up and face reality, for your dream is transformed into a nightmare, okay? Light is as dark. Light is dark. Good is bad, okay? Righteousness is evil. Okay, you have evil for righteous. You teach, okay, evil and call it righteous. Okay? You teach us of the devil. You deceive the world with all the pagan religion and doctrine. Okay? The dream has become a nightmare. All right? The dream is in. From Dusty Road to the American nightmare. From the American dream to the American nightmare. I hope this lesson was edifying and it served its purpose. Shalom.